Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to explain Bitcoin and the underlying technical details. And this is our agenda for today. So first of all, let's talk about why the world was in need of something such as Bitcoin. In 2007 to 2008, the world was going through a huge financial crisis. The reason for this was the traditional banking system. It is centralized and there is no transparency in the system, and hence any fraudulent activities are more probable. So on October 31st, 2008, a person named Satoshi Nakamoto released a paper titled Peer-to-Peer Electronic Cash. He proposed a solution to the problems in the traditional banking system. And it was focused on three things. The first one was decentralization, second was transparency, and the third was security. The identity of person is still not known and is a mystery for mystery lovers. In the era of internet, the word decentralization means peer-to-peer network. Internet means computers globally are connected. So in peer-to-peer architecture, each computer connected can act as both a server and a client. Well, this is the traditional definition. So there are two kinds of network architectures. First one is the server-based and the second one is peer-to-peer. In server-based architecture, the communication between two nodes will happen via a server. Whereas in peer-to-peer architecture, they can communicate directly without any intermediary. But how is this peer-to-peer network implemented? It is somewhat similar to sockets. You have a client program and a server program, and each node can run both. And given you know the IP address of the other node, you can start communicating. There are tons of torrent software on the internet. Let's now see how they work. First, you download the software and you install the application. But in order to talk to devices globally, you need to know their IPs. So torrents come with IPs of some bootstrap nodes, which you can connect to initially, and from there, you can get the IP address of other peers. Now here is the question for you. Comment your answers below. Now let's see how torrents work. Suppose there are three nodes in the network, and one of the nodes asks for a movie. One of the peers starts sending that file in the form of packets. Now at the same time, say one more peer asks for the same movie. So now the node which was downloading the movie initially now has few packets. So it will start uploading the movie to the peer who wants it. So one single node is acting both as a client and a server. That is peer-to-peer network. So blockchain is based on this architecture only. So blockchain, as the name suggests, is the chain of blocks. We'll see what those blocks mean in a while. But it is somewhat different than the peer-to-peer network architecture. In peer-to-peer, one node can act as a client and server. But in case of blockchain, there are three types of nodes, or roles you can say. First one is the OG node. It knows the past plus the present of the blockchain. Then comes the MG node. It knows only the present. And the third node is the noob node. Let's talk specifically about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin with an uppercase B is the blockchain. And the one with an lowercase b is the currency. But in Bitcoin, the blockchain, all the peers are not directly connected to each other. They are connected via some other peer. It's like gossip. You tell me, I will tell my friend will tell their friend, and their friend will tell their friends. So just like the fire in the forest, it will reach everybody. Only the difference is the information transferred in Bitcoin will be the original information. So let's talk in terms of money. The currency Bitcoin is a digital cash, and no central authority or regulatory body is needed. And it works the same as the traditional belief system, which considers a paper with some logo on it valuable. So when you send money to someone, you give them cash. So what is currency in Bitcoin? The same trust system comes here as well. So if I say I owe 10 Bitcoins to someone, in front of everyone, they got my 10 Bitcoins. As discussed earlier, the people on Node who are part of the network are recording what everyone, including them, is saying. Let's make it more clear. So two friends, Raju and Kaju, are exchanging Bitcoins. So everyone will record their transaction. And obviously, being part of the network, they themselves will have a copy as well. So one of them can easily change the amount in their copy and tell their connections the same. But in case of Bitcoin, they cannot do this. Any previous transaction cannot be altered. But again, they will try to copy the same transaction and add it as many times as they want. So there is a validation check for every transaction. You can give less than or equal to what you already have. So if they do so, money will be deducted from their account and added it to the other person's. The account concept in Bitcoin is known as the wallet. So what's the use? Try something else. So say they only have 30 Bitcoins and they at the same time broadcast to give it to two people. Everyone will record it in their copy. This is known as the double spending problem. We'll get back to it. The copy which each and every node is maintaining is known as ledger. And the statements are known as transactions. So no one can make a statement just like that. If you say something, the OG node will validate it using their knowledge. And if it is found valid, the transaction will be added to the mempool. Similarly, for every transaction, OG is there to validate it. Only the unspent transactions can be made or transferred. Now comes the MG node. It collects the valid transactions from mempool, add it in a block and do some computation. And then they announce it in their network that they have mined a block. They will show their proof of work. This is the topic for the next video, so forget it for now. Suppose network is only of 10 nodes and the MG node is connected directly to 4 nodes. So the 4 nodes will listen the broadcast and say remaining 6 nodes listen to someone else broadcast. So now there is a confusion in the network. Everyone is not agreeing on the same point. So what's the solution? Wait for some time or 6 more blocks to be added in the network. And whichever ends up having the longest chain first will shift to that. Now let's get back to the double spending problem and see its solution. So Bitcoin uses 3 things to tackle it. The first one is the hashing, second is digital signatures, and third one is timestamp servers. So Bitcoin uses SHA-256. Treat it like a function. Whatever be the input to it, it will give a 256-bit value as output. So let's assume hello Bob is inputted to that function. SHA-256. So the hash of hello Bob and hello Charlie can never be the same. 256 is a very huge number in computer science, so do not take it for granted. So if you apply the algorithm on the message, you will get the same hash always. But the vice versa is not possible. Let's talk about digital signatures. It uses the concept of public key and private key. Public key is like your email address and is known by everyone. And private key is like the password known only by you. So Bitcoin uses the ECDSA algorithm to generate digital signatures. So say H is the hash of the message you want to send to someone. So now, in order to generate the signature, you will use your private key. It is like someone gets a mail from you, they can say you are the one who have sent it because no one else know your password other than you. And then we have the timestamp servers, which maintains the chronological order of transactions. So using the concept of timestamp server, each and every transaction is linked. So if you are sending money to someone, from where you got that money, everything will be linked. So now the remaining topics will be covered in part 2 of this video. So if you got to know something, then please like, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.